founding chairman of the Patriots was late Chief Rotimi Williams, Timmy the Law as he was fondly called. He was succeeded by Professor Ben Wabweze, and I am now the successor of Professor Ben Wabweze as chairman of the Patriots. In March, the Patriots organized a national colloquium, and the attendees of the colloquium included many former governors and many former and serving senators and members of the House of Representatives, as well as several academics and constitutional lawyers, plus members of the general public. The colloquium unanimously adopted a view which they requested should be conveyed to you, Mr. President, and to the National Assembly. The view was that Nigeria needs a new legitimate Nigeria People's Democratic Constitution. That the present constitution is illegitimate and cannot deal effectively with the myriad challenges facing this country. In other words, that our present governance system needs to be restructured. Nigeria is a pluralistic country. That is a country of different peoples with different languages, different cultures, and different religions. Experience throughout the world has shown that the pluralistic countries that have survived as united political entities are those that addressed the basic challenge of pluralism, that is their diversity, through truly federal constitutions, and that those pluralistic countries that persisted in their non-truly federal constitutions ended up disintegrating. Examples of the pluralistic countries that have survived are Canada, Switzerland, and India. And the examples of the pluralistic countries that persisted with non-truly federal constitutions which disintegrated are Yugoslavia, which broke into 7 independent countries after almost 100 years' existence as one country, and Czechoslovakia, that separated into 2 countries. And coming nearer home here in Africa, Sudan, which broke into 2 countries after existing as one country for about 3,000 years. We believe, therefore, that if Nigeria is to effectively tackle its myriad challenges and to achieve its potential as a politically stable democracy, it must restructure its present governance system to a truly federal system based on the factors recognized by Nigeria's founding fathers, who negotiated and agreed the 1960-1963 constitutions. Above all, Mr. President, the Patriots believe that your personal record as one of the great champions of Nigeria's democracy Nigeria struggled to restore democracy during the Nadeko days provides our country with its best opportunity for achieving Nigeria's people's democratic constitution. To this end, we have come to appeal to you to send to the National Assembly the President's executive bill, which would call for two important measures. First, the convening of a National Constituent Assembly with the mandate to produce a draft People's Democratic Constitution. The Constituent Assembly should be of directly elected individuals, elected on non-political party basis from the 36 states of the Federation, possibly 3 individuals per state and 1 from the Federal Capital Territory. They should be assisted by 7 constitutional lawyers, drawn 1 each from the 6 geopolitical zones and 1 from the Federal Capital Territory. And the deliberations of the Constituent Assembly should take into full account the 1960 and 63 constitutions, as well as the recommendations of the 2014 National Conference, and indeed of the various other national conferences that considered the Nigerian Constitution. And the second measure that we propose for your President's executive bill is for the establishment of a national referendum, to which the draft constitution emerging from the Constituent Assembly would be subjected. The draft constitution produced by the Constituent Assembly, as I said, should be put to a national referendum, and if approved, should then be signed by the President as the genuine, legitimate Nigerian people's constitution. And finally, regarding what I referred to at the beginning of my remarks as the troubling national affairs, the Patriots welcome the fact that the President addressed the nation last Sunday on the 4th of August. We welcome that fact. We consider that it would be helpful to take at least 2 more measures in dealing with the current protests. First is for the government, both at the federal and state levels, to have dialogue with the leaders of the protests. And the second is to advise the law and order enforcement agencies to avoid the use of lethal equipments in managing the protests, so that we can minimize the number of casualties in the protests. Thank you, Mr. President.